everybody. Thank you for jumping on this Monday night to check out this call, Self-Sabotage to Success. Pretty much what is described in the title. Now, we all have passed. Some of us have been through a lot of stuff. I really wanted this call to be about how to overcome those things, possible ways to overcome those things.
And then that bottom question you need to put in
me and two other ladies on the call tonight are going to be sharing a bit about our background and how we've overcome
so you need to do your own thing
experiences.
But yeah, so I'll just change that to your name.
My name's Jess, for anyone that doesn't know me. I'm a 30-year-old single mum of a crazy little 2-year-old. Life for me is good. It wasn't always good. But before I get into that, I would just like to pass it over to my friend Mel, who's going to share one of the reasons we all came together, got joined by fate. Mel's the boss of the Boss Mamas, and yeah, I'd love for her to share a little bit about herself while she's here.
Hey, thanks, Jess. So, look, I think it's really important, right off the bat to share with you all something that, like Jess said, has brought us all together. And it's a bit of a common thread. Many of us have had struggles and challenges throughout life, some being, mental health, some being some forms of abuse, others being addiction. You name it, right? Like, we've all had a little bit of it in our life. And, we're here tonight because this is a place of no judgment, for one, but this is a place where we really want to share what we've been up to and how we've been able to really change all aspects of our life. One of those aspects was our health. Okay, so for myself, coming from a background of child abuse, of domestic violence, you name it, we've had some sort of experience in it. Being a young homeless child, very, very early on in my life, addiction was something that I was faced with, and something that, no one else in my life, so no one else in my family had dealt with. So I was very, very alone. I was very, very lost. And, my health wasn't okay. What I put into my body wasn't okay. I was on drugs, drinking, trying to find all sorts of ways to numb that pain. And as my life sort of went on, I knew that I couldn't continue to do that, especially when I became a mum. It was like, right, now something has to change. So one of those things that changed in my life, and many other people on this call tonight, is incorporating more whole foods into our diets. Now, as a mum now, I realize, right, I'm lucky to get a half-eaten piece of toast as I run out the door. So getting into my body what I can't put into it every day is so, so incredibly important. And we've come across these amazing products that really have bridged the gap in our everyday diet. Now, what they are is literally fruit, veg, and berries in a capsule. It's that simple. There is no hidden additives, preservatives, fillers, you name it. It's just not in there. The product is tested for herbicides, pesticides, and contaminants and comes back at zero. So when I really, really started to understand how important it is to have good nutrition in order to have a good mindset, this was an absolute no-brainer in my life. So one thing that I never ever realized was that, your mental health is really driven by what you're putting into your body, as well as the things that you're waking up and telling yourself every day. So, having something in there bridging that gap was so incredibly important. Another one of these products that we are loving using, but also loving seeing people have amazing results with, is our whole food complete powders. Now, these little babies, not only do they taste like chocolate, and yes, you can have them for breakfast, that is amazing, they actually contain a mineral, and it's a naturally occurring mineral called niacin, and niacin's a natural mood booster. So you feel better after you're putting these things into your body, and you're fueling yourself in a way where you already have mental clarity. You're already in a really good headspace because your body has received everything that it needs to in the way of macronutrients and micronutrients. So this is changing lives across the globe. Absolutely. The ripple effect is huge. The results that we're seeing are absolutely mind-blowing. But this product itself is backed by over 35 clinical, peer-review, double-blind medical journals, right, which are bulletproof. And it states that this product is proven to boost immunity, boost heart health, lung health, oral health, reduce oxidative stress. And we're in a world where we go to the doctor and we trust that what they're giving us is going to help, when most of the time it just masks the issue. So we are at the forefront of prevention rather than speaking to you about cure. The other amazing thing with this product is these little babies that I have been snacking on previously, and these are our kids' chewables. So exactly the same content that you would find in the capsules, okay, put into a chewable kids form. What does this mean? It means that my girls, who are 4 and 7, get over 17 varieties of fruits and veggies before 8 a.m. every single morning. So what did that mean? No sickness, good sleep. Their palate is changing. They're drinking more water. So such an incredible product. 100% bioavailable, so your body is using all of this product. You're not weeing it out like a multivitamin. So this for us has been an absolute game changer when we start to talk about our health, and especially when it comes to our mental health as well, is making sure that our body is fueled in the right way. So for me now, this product has absolutely changed my life when it comes to my mindset, and like I said, that mental clarity, but also the business aspect behind this product has allowed me to be able to use my story to inspire other people who have been in really dark places to be able to go within and find those things that light them up and become the best version of themselves. So tonight's call is going to absolutely blow your mind with some of the most powerhouse, strong women that have overcome some of the most mega challenges and still do every single day in order to be their best version of themselves. So thanks for having me on, Jess.
Well, you're absolutely right. When you feel good physically, as in like, yeah, what you're putting in your body, that helps a huge lot mentally, because obviously it just goes, it's a cycle. I found that a lot when I wasn't getting nutrition. Now I'm just going to pass you straight over to Hayley, a dear friend of mine I've met through this business. We've totally got each other's backs. We've got heaps in common. We've really just found a friend in one another. And I would love to pass you on to her, please. Take it away, please.
Thanks, Hayley. Jess. Thank you so much. And I'm so honoured to be able to talk on here tonight. Like Mel was saying, yeah, it's tough to be healthy in this day and age. And when Jess was asking me to have a chat about my story, I was thinking about when I was working in my many businesses. I mean, I think I was a born entrepreneur. I just, from the age of 3 years old, I used to play shops in the backyard. Like, it was just really, really ingrained in me from birth. So, over the years, I've had 5 failed businesses. I've had some business successes, but I'm, looking at 5 failed businesses, 3 businesses that I never got to get started, that I was really passionate about, that I wanted to start, and then had to work in jobs for, well, at least a good part of about 6 to 8 years of working in jobs that didn't really align with my values. So with all of that stress that I had, I guess, I was sick a lot. I was sick from the stress. I had anxiety. I felt lost. I was sabotaging myself by living this life of stress. And it didn't matter what it was that I was stressing about. I would stress about anything and everything. And so, yeah, just really, really unwell. And like I said, anxiety, when Mel mentioned anxiety, I was like, oh, yep, that was me. To the point where I couldn't leave the house, to the point where I couldn't go out and enjoy coffee and lunch with my husband in a cafe because I'd freak out and I'd need to leave. You know, and whenever I wanted to go to something, you know, I'd make up excuses about, oh yeah, I can't go, I'm busy or something like that, just because I didn't want to have to deal with getting anxious in that situation and not being able to escape. So basically 6 months ago, I met this beautiful lady called Tanya, who's a very dear friend of mine in the business, and she introduced me to the business and the products. I jumped into both at the same time. I was like, look, this makes total sense to me. I'm in. I'd studied coaching for a couple of years, so I wanted to basically inspire and empower other women. I just didn't know how I was going to do that. And all of the stars aligned at the same time for me with this business, and that's what I get to do now. So I not only got my health back, I got on top of my anxiety. I don't have that anymore. Obviously, my body was missing something, you know, it was missing some nutrition that I needed. And now I get all of that every day. You know, so I'm stoked. So I feel amazing. That probably started only a week or two into starting the products. People started commenting on my Facebook and face to face, they're just like, oh my God, what are you doing? You look amazing. You're glowing. Your skin looks amazing. Your hair looks amazing. I probably don't look that great tonight, but it's been a long day. And, you know, I was getting all of these compliments, which was just phenomenal. And yeah, and no anxiety anymore. I can go out and I can enjoy life. And well, now I get to inspire and empower women without feeling afraid or anxious. And I get to do that all over the country. So now I'm holding events, I'm meeting new people every day, I'm mentoring women. I've found my tribe. I love the support. I'm growing into the person that I've always wanted to be. And that's it. That's my story. Thanks, Jess.
Thank you so much for sharing, Hayley. I can definitely relate to that anxiety story. It doesn't feel too long ago that was me. So looking back on my life, it kind of started from, as same as Mel, childhood abuse. So childhood into teenage years, into even the early 20s. Each one you can think of, the physical, the mental, emotional, sexual, all the above. It kind of just, my life didn't seem like it was ever going to, I thought I was here for just shitty reasons. I thought just life was cruel. It made me turn to alcohol from when I was probably 12. I started drinking. And that was my escape. I would just get drunk. I would numb myself. I could get drunk for 3 days. Now, drinking in my family is pretty common, so I didn't think I was that different. I just thought it was what we do. So it wasn't brought up to be an issue. It was quite normal, like I said. It wasn't until I realised my peers weren't doing it to the extent I was, which I thought I was pretty cool. I could drink anyone under the table, but no, not at all. I was severely lost. I was severely hurt. I was severely broken. I was severely trying to hide all my feelings. And obviously it led to major depression when I wasn't drinking, and even when I was drinking, it came out 10 times worse, the blubbering drunk. And anxiety. I got it as bad as Hayley. At one stage, I couldn't leave the house. I couldn't go to the supermarket. I didn't know what was causing my anxiety, believe it or not. I didn't know what could have happened that brought it on. I seen a counsellor and they put it down to post-traumatic stress disorder. Now, I still couldn't work out. I was so used to my life the way it was that I couldn't pick out anything extraordinary that would have been a turning point for me to go so bad mentally. I thought I was handling it. I thought I was ignoring it quite well. But obviously at the end of the day, it takes a toll, no matter how much you try to push it to the back of your head. So that was me for a good 10, 12 years. Wasted my my childhood was out the window, ruined my teenage years and my early 20s. It wasn't until 2013 that my drinking literally almost killed me. I got acute pancreatitis, not once, not twice, but 3 times in 1 year. You can die from it the first time. It's fatal. And it's also the most excruciating thing you can think of. You can literally feel your organ dying. That's what it is. It's dying. I am now left with scarring. I'm not to drink. I had a couple from that time. But then when I realised the extent of the damage and the seriousness of it, I had to stop. Now, thankfully, so I quit drinking 2013. 2015, I got pregnant. I actually had been trying with my on-again, off-again boyfriend all those years. Blessing in disguise, I obviously wasn't ready, but I'd always wanted to be a mum. But obviously it wasn't good timing. The universe was telling me just to wait. And thankfully, 2 years into my sobriety, yes, I fell pregnant. She's my absolute world. I've been single from pregnancy, so that got my ass into gear real quick about what I was going to do. I didn't want to just sit at home and not do anything. I was absolutely adamant, always have been, that when I have kids, it's going to be so different. I know not what to do. What not to do, sorry. I'm the poster child for the bad example. So at least I don't know what to do great, but I know what not to do bad. So I found an interest in nutrition, women and children's nutrition. I had to look after myself. Part of pancreatitis is you can't have fatty foods, greasy foods. You've really got to watch what you eat. Obviously, that'd never been on my radar when I was homeless or drinking or partying. So it was a wake-up call. I had to learn about nutrition from scratch. And then obviously when I had my daughter, I really wanted her to have the best start in life. I read about the 1 to 5 being the most important years of their life for developing. So I took that seriously as far as, home-cooked meals and whatnot. I was strolling through life for that year and a half. Yes, we were happy, we were healthy, but then I was like, then what? Okay, now what? I need a purpose. This is all well and good. I need a purpose. What next? I magically stumbled into Melanie Brandt. She told me about these products, the adult ones and the kids ones. So for me, I was still a zombie mum. I was eating healthy. I was perfectly healthy, but I was struggling. I was struggling because I was studying, I was working, I was single mumming, and I couldn't get off the couch. So I said yes to the products. It made total sense. I needed something. I couldn't live off coffees anymore. They did not work well with the remaining anxiety that I had. And the business made sense. I was like, why not? It's nutrition, it's helping people. And obviously it's giving me the chance to be able to speak to a wide range of people, and it's put me in touch with a lot of organisations and people that need and want help. So it's put me in a great place for women and children's health advocacy. So I'm ever so grateful for the chance to be able to do this, to be able to share my story. As much as my story sucks, I know it helps some people, so I'm willing to throw myself under the bus. And so, yeah, if someone has invited you here today, I'm hoping it's to inspire you if you've had a not so happy past, that there is hope. If you're not seeing hope at the moment, there's definitely light at the end of the tunnel. You never know what's around the corner. I never in a million years would have seen this coming. Like I said, I thought my life was hopeless and doomed. Now I'm a business owner. I'm happy. I'm super healthy. I'm inspired. I'm empowered. I'm surrounded by these women who just lift me up, do not judge me. They support me. I have everything I dreamed of, literally, that whole life leading up to this point. Everything I never thought I could have, I've found. It makes me a little emotional. I'll stop it. I can see your face, Mel, don't do it to me. Yeah, when I quit drinking, I never thought, I didn't know where I could fit in anymore. That was my life. It's all I knew. Like I said, it's a big part of my family's thing. So when I quit drinking, I was on my own. I was left on my own. I didn't know who are my people now. They were my people. They don't hang with me anymore because I don't drink. Who's my people? I have found my people. People that only want to be positive, that only want to go. I go mountain hiking now. I always used to look at people on Instagram and go, I wish I had someone to go mountain hiking with. I'm doing it once a week now. Life is great. So please, if you're feeling down, you honestly never know what's around the corner. Just give it a chance. Give anything a chance if it sounds like it's going to do good, because you honestly never know what corner it will turn for you. Now, I'm going to wrap this up because I'm emotional. So please, if any of this resonated with you, please go back to the person that sent you here. If it's just a health upgrade, that's absolutely fine. Go for it. It's the best decision I made. If it's a life upgrade, even better. Come to the person that sent you here. You will be surprised about how much this could do for you. So I'll leave that there. I won't take any more of your time. Thank you so much for taking your time out to hear us speak, and I hope you got something out of it. Thank you all very much.